everybody, this is Methyl Kaiju here. Today, I'm going to talk about some 3 old Godzilla films going to be released in Blu-ray to coincide with Godzilla 2014. Now, all this information, I bet you already seen my past video talking about the awakening thing, the Godzilla awakening. That I knew about yesterday, late yesterday. So whenever it's late, I'm not too in the mood of doing videos because it's kind of late and I'm kind of sleepy. But now it's daytime over here, unless you're in China or something. I bet it's already nighttime. But over here it's daytime, and I'm gonna talk about these 3 old Godzilla films, or classic Godzilla films, that are getting a Blu-ray release to coincide with the Godzilla 2014 film. And these are 3 old movies from the 60s or 70s. It's not from the 80s. It's not from the 90s. It's not from 2000, the Millennium series. Nothing of that. It's going to be the 60s and 70s. And guess what? If you're thinking one of them is the original Godzilla, the 1954, incorrect. It's not. That was a very, very bad choice. Very bad choice. Very. What? Godzilla 2014 is going to be inspired by Godzilla 1954. Why not bring in Godzilla? I mean, I know we have Godzilla King of the Monsters, and that's kind of easy to get. But, in my opinion, they should have released the original Godzilla films, and that's kind of rare, kind of. I don't have it myself. I just have Godzilla King of the Monsters, and I would love to see the Japanese. And Japanese Godzilla films are way better than the American, in my opinion. One big giant example: Godzilla Raids Again and Gigantus the Fire Monster. Gigantus the Fire Monster, the American, horrific film, and Godzilla Raids Again is a good film. Just watch my Godzilla-thon number 2 for see my thoughts about that. But here we go. These 3. Actually, let me just tell you the company that's making these. It's called Kraken. Have you heard that before? Do you remember Clash of the Titans? I think you've heard of Kraken, but this is a company. This is not the monster, the Kraken monster that Ray Harryhausen. Sorry if I didn't pronounce his name. Sorry if I pronounced his name wrong. Harryhausen? Yeah, Harryhausen. If you don't know who he is, then Google it up. But it's not that Kraken. It's Kraken as a studio, and these are gonna be Blu-ray releases, and these Blu-ray releases are Godzilla versus the Smog Monster, aka Godzilla vs. Hedorah. That's how I like calling it. Ebirah, Horror of the Deep, which in Japanese I believe is called Godzilla vs. Ebirah something. The Japanese have weird names. I mean, not weird names, but they're different, and some of them I haven't heard. But technically, it's Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster and Godzilla vs. Gigan. Okay, so this is not Legendary trying to do this. It's actually Kraken, who just wants to do these stuff. And I'm kind of disappointing. Godzilla vs. Hedorah. People say it's the worst film ever made, and the director is the worst director, and ruined the whole entire Godzilla franchise. Now, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, Godzilla vs. Hedorah is pretty bad, but it's not overly bad. Ebirah, Horror of the Deep, people say that's even the worst film, and Godzilla vs. Gigan, that's alright. That's actually alright. That's actually pretty good. I mean, Godzilla vs. Gigan is kind of, I didn't like it in the beginning, but then after, it was actually pretty cool. But those are the 3 classic or old original movies, however you want to call them. Godzilla vs. Hedorah, bad choice. Ebirah, Horror of the Deep, bad choice. Godzilla vs. Gigan, in my opinion, I know it was kind of boring in the beginning, but it's a good choice. Another one they should have done, instead of doing Ebirah, Horror of the Deep, because in my opinion that's actually one of the worst, not the worst, one of the worst, Um, the worst is Zilla. Anyways. And so anyways, Ever Horror Deep, not too good. But I wish, instead of doing Ever Horror Deep, they should have done Godzilla vs. Megalon. That would have been cool. I mean, I know it's going to show the, funny parts of Godzilla, like the dropkick and all that stuff. But overall, it's a good film. But Godzilla vs. Ghidorah, if they actually watch it and then they watch a film, then I think, Godzilla's going to be that funny monster again in this new movie, even though it's not. But, people who don't know about this film, then, they expect that. Overall, it's kind of alright. But they should have done Gojira. How come you didn't do Gojira, Kraken? How come you didn't do that? That was like the best opportunity right there. That was the best. If I pick my own, I will do these. If I had to change all of them, I will do these. I will do regular Gojira. Godzilla Raids Again? No, not at all. Not at all. If I had to pick the classic ones, okay, so it has to be Godzilla vs. Mothra, Gojira, the original one, and maybe Godzilla vs. King Kong. No, that's a little bit too hilarious. Maybe, yeah, I have to say Godzilla vs. King Kong. Those three will be the best. You know why? Because those three films are the ones that portray Godzilla as a nemesis or as an evil foe to planet Earth and is wreaking havoc. And these films, Godzilla vs. Ghidorah, Ever Horror Deep, and Godzilla vs. Gigan, they are portraying Godzilla as a childish, friendly, playful, cuckoo, weird, and just jaw-dropping, crazy creature. Whenever he does the whenever he does the peace sign on Godzilla vs. Megalon, and that the drop kick, and then you have all this, it's just very it was kind of a bad choice, and then Godzilla dancing around, remember in which film was that? I always get confused with most of them. I think it was Invasion of Astronauts in America. With the one with him dancing. If they actually picked that, ooh, that was going to be a super bad choice. Who wants to see a dancing Godzilla before watching the Godzilla 2014 film? Bad choice. That would have been a bad choice. But these are actually pretty bad choices. But anyways, this is what the article says. It says, though this isn't Godzilla 2014 news, it is a result of Godzilla 2014's upcoming release. Since hype for everyone's favorite kaiju is climbing back up after a 10-year lull. Is that how you say it? Because I've never heard that word before. It comes as no surprise that Toho and other companies are looking to bank on the success and popularity of the upcoming film as much as possible. One of these companies is Kraken, releasing a video distribution company focused on sci-fi, horror, and fantasy entertainment. They recently secured a license from Toho to re-release 3 classic Godzilla movies in the US on Blu-ray. Not sure there's going to be 2D, all this crazy stuff that, the DVDs have these days. Like, the Pacific Rim one, that's a good example. It has all these stuff, it has a bunch, 3D and all this stuff. I'm not sure this is actually going to just be Blu-ray, because I'm not a big fan of the Blu-ray, and I don't have the Blu-ray thing, for the Blu-ray discs. So hopefully they actually have, a regular disc. That would be actually pretty cool. I haven't read this yet. Offering both English and Japanese versions. Oh, okay, there's going to be Japanese and, okay. Because Ever Horror of the Deep, if they do it in America, oh, that was going to be a bad. Ever Horror of the Deep, that would be pretty bad. I like the Japanese version. And also Godzilla vs. Gigan, the American was the voice actors were horrific. Godzilla vs. Ghidorah, the kid's voice is also horrific. At least they didn't pick Godzilla Revenge. That was going to be the worst pick of all, as one of the original ones. But overall, if they did 1998's Zilla, that would be the worst. Okay, and then right here it says currently there's no word on what kind of special features will accompany these Blu-rays, if any. But we'll be sure to keep you posted if any do come up. Are planning on getting the Blu-ray copies of these classic Godzilla movies? Let us know by commenting below. And I'm also going to ask that question to you guys. What do you think about these 3 films? Are they pretty cool? Are they not interesting? Do you think it's a bad combination for a serious tone film to be mixed up with some classic funny joke portraying Godzilla? What do you think about it? Put it in the comments below. And for my thoughts, bad choices, Kraken. Bad choices. Bad choices. But there were some more bad choices. But, you know, the only one that I'm kind of excited, maybe because there was a sea monster. I mean, I'm just excited for that because, you know, I haven't seen it for a long time. That's the only reason. As in DVD, and I already saw it plenty of times. No, I'm still not going to own it on DVD. No. No. Godzilla vs. Gigan. I wanted to keep that one, but, you know, then all of a sudden, Godzilla vs. Gigan just disappeared out of the, you know, the shelves in stores. So, you know, I want to get Godzilla vs. Gigan, Godzilla vs. Ghidorah. I guess I could keep the DVD, but I'm not too excited too much. But, you know, I still want to keep the DVD. I'll just keep the DVDs for everything, because, you know, the Emerald already costs, like, I don't know how many dollars, like $200 or $100. But in my thoughts, I guess they're alright, I guess. Okay, so anyways, this is the end for this video. Subscribe, like, and comments. Stay tuned for another video today. Hopefully I do it today, or if not, I might do it tomorrow. So yeah, subscribe, like, and comment. This is Mythical Kaiju, signing out.